Celebration of Richard and Kelly's marriage. Now, before I hand you over to the father of the bride, wherever he is, there he is, I'd like to say a big thank you to the bridesmaids and the flower girls. They helped Kelly out, and they all look fantastic. Indeed, they are only eclipsed by Kelly herself, who I'm sure you'll all agree looked absolutely stunning today. Richard, on the other hand, just looks stunned. I do have a reputation of just rambling on, so I'll try to keep it as brief as possible.
You keep going, they only paid me for 3 songs.
There you go. Just remember, the more you laugh, the quicker it'll be over. Before I begin, Kelly, would you place your right hand on the table? Well, we don't have a table there. It's all good. You can use that. Richard, you place your hand over the top of hers. I'll reveal why here in a little while. Yeah, well,
they only paid me for 3 songs.
That's right. I gotta draw it out. Drew's only getting paid for 3. Firstly, though, before we go any further, I'd like to thank the minister for what truly was a lovely service. Rich did tell me the minister was firmly against sex before marriage. However, Kelly did assure him that it'd only take a couple minutes. I've never been best man before, and I'm not renowned for my speech writing. But I'll try my best. Because Rich said if I did a good job today, I could be best man at his next wedding. Just kidding. The only problem I've seen so far is that Rich and Kelly have a bit of an issue with the seating. They couldn't figure out who to sit where at the church, so they just kind of set who brought the biggest presents up front. Everybody else kind of sat in the back. It's all good. Johnny?
I think that was that last minute.
Yeah, hey, thank you for that oven glove. Now, as I mentioned, it was a great honor to be best man. But with the role comes the job of writing the speech. And to be honest, I wanted to make it as easy as possible. So where do you begin with a speech? Well, hell, you look at the internet, right? And after a couple hours of searching, I found some really good stuff on the internet.
Gmail.
But then I remembered I was supposed to be looking for tips about the speech. I did actually find loads of ready prepared speeches on the internet, but sadly, none of them were about Richard and Kelly. So it looks like it's down to me after all. As a part of my research, I discovered that according to tradition, I'm supposed to sing the groom's praises and tell you all about his many good points. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't sing. And I won't lie, Kelly's a lovely person. She deserves a good husband. Thank God you married her before she found one. Seriously though, Rich, you're a lucky man. You've got Kelly, and she's beautiful, smart, funny, warm, and loving. And Kelly, you got Rich. Instead of stories, you will have to listen to my marital advice. I'm not sure I'm the best person to dish that out, but here you go. Firstly, set the ground rules. Establish who's boss, and then do everything she tells you to do. Married life can be compared to football, so be committed every week and make sure you score every weekend. Make sure you change ends at halftime. Make sure you change ends at halftime and put your tackle away or you might injure yourself. However, Kelly assures me that if you're playing away from home, it will result in a serious growing injury. And it's definitely the quickest way to find your way on the substitution list. Remember the 5 rings: the engagement ring, the wedding ring, the suffering, the torturing, and the enduring. Don't forget, if you buy her flowers, she knows you're guilty. And she will remember to the second the last time you bought her some and the reason why. It has been an honor and a privilege to be the best man today. Thanks again for letting me have the job. And I honestly couldn't wish for a better friend to be best man for. I think you all will agree Richard truly is the best man, and apart from Kelly, the most stunning person in the room. She is also the luckiest. Now it gives me with great pleasure to all ask you to stand and raise your glasses for some very important people. Without them, this day would not be the same.
Really? Are you serious?
Would you raise your glasses and toast to the bar staff? Gotcha.
I stand up for that and I can't even stand up.
Exactly. Now, in case you're wondering why I had Richard place his right hand on Kelly's, I'll tell you. For the last 5 minutes, I wanted to let him know this is the last time he'll ever have the upper hand on Kelly. May your love be modern enough to service the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. If you would all be standing in my toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Bowinger. Good luck, guys.
Let's hear it for Jimmy.